Right, so update part 2. So I've just been to fast road conversions. As you can tell, it's a bit dark out now. So basically, I'm still a little bit unsure of what I'm doing, but we've had a look at it basically, like underneath, and yes, it's slightly out of alignment, not much. They did say that they could push it back a little, but only by about probably like a centimetre. So it's pretty pointless in doing. He said that you can actually customise the valves, because where the valves are on the wrong side and on the wrong bit, they're actually on the tailpipes, where on the stock they're actually behind the box. So he did say that he can customise it so the valves work, but I said I don't really want the valves to work anyway, so I'm going to take the valves out. We're going to realign it just so the tips are level. There's another bit actually that's after the back box where like it looks like it's been hit with a hammer, so they do it to restrict airflow, I think it is, or it might be to do with like the sound of it. So I'm not sure if I want to cut that out just so it's a bit more of like airflow. I'm not sure yet. I might do that, I'm not sure. And then we had a look. So with the sport cats, well actually with the stock cats, there's which I'll show you like a video of like now. So this is the stock cats. Obviously I'm not going to undo this properly because it's all dirty as hell. They wrapped it up for me when they've done the new ones. So I just want to know what the hell that is. So I think this is a resonator. I'm not 100% sure. As you can see, I thought that they were resonators, but they're not. It's actually heat shields, which is another thing I thought it might be. But it is definitely a heat shield. Where on the new Sport Cats, there's resonators that are basically the same length as what it is on the heat shield of the stock one, if that makes sense. Now, I'm not sure if I want small, long resonators, so I'm not sure whether to cut them off and just put the old X-pipe on, which is what we're going to do anyway, but we're going to cut the X-pipe off, like basically like cut the box off from the old one and put like the old X-pipe, so it's actually the way that they intended it rather than the way that they've done it. Like they've done the X, but they've done it a bit weird. It's just a bit of a weirder way that they've done it basically. I'd rather just have the X-pipe is on this car as stock. So we're gonna do that. I was gonna do the stock box, but I thought that I'll just do it as an aftermarket one, because the aftermarket rear mufflers have made it a lot deeper, which is what I would like. And I reckon a deeper tone on the sensor pipe would be nice. I'm just hoping that the small like resonator on the centre is gonna just make it a bit deeper, like it is now. It's quite nice. And I'm not sure if I'm gonna get rid of the other resonators that they've got on there, or just keep them on, but then would that be too many mufflers? I don't know, it'd be like 3 fucking mufflers, and this car is annoying me. This car is like fucking out a little bit now, I can't get through. Thanks mate, that's better. Anyway, couldn't just fucking reverse. He like pulled out and he just stayed there, didn't even think, oh I'll reverse back then because I couldn't get through. Because this car's quite wide, so anyway. So yeah, so I'm not sure if I'm going to keep like 3 mufflers on it. I think it'd be too much. So I might cut off the long mufflers and just have like a box that goes with. Oh thanks mate, it's my right of way. Fucking idiots down there. Sorry, fucking hell. So yeah, I'm trying to keep it basically the same as what the Maserati intended. So I want like a resonator on the X-pipe where it's like a twin outlet in there. I don't really want to change it completely different to what it is. I'm not sure if I'm going to take out the other bits because it looks like it's been just hammered, which I think is like for like restriction, but I'm not sure if it's to do with like the acoustics, like to make it sound the way that it sounds. So I'm still thinking about exactly what I'm going to do, but they're moving anyway. So there's a guy I was going to get booked in like next week to do the valve delete, is what I was going to do, but now that I'm doing more work to it, we've decided to not do it then, because then the guy's off for 2 weeks and then they're moving, which I didn't know. So they're moving to like a new, not necessarily a new location. It's still in Ashford. It's just well, it's a new location, but it's still in the same area. It's not like they're moving completely to a different area, just a different building. Maybe it's a larger building. Maybe they're making a lot of money now, and they're just, because they're always busy, so they're most likely making a lot of money. So they probably thought that they could get a bigger place, because it's quite a tiny place that they're at. So yeah, so because when it's so actually, they've always fully booked up. They've only got like 2 ramps, so it'd be like ideal if they can afford it to get a bigger place, get some more workers, and have about 4 or 5 ramps, and then you can get more people in. Right, it makes sense. So you can get in, because they're always booked up. So they could obviously got too many people in, like that want exhaust done or whatever. They don't just do exhaust; they do other things. But when it gets so many people in, they could easily have like loads of people working for them, and then just get everyone in, and then you're just getting more money quicker, but all the time. So it doesn't make sense. Obviously, running your own business like I do, you have to think about all this sort of stuff. Like, what's the best way to get customers in, make more money? So it's just one of those things, being self-employed. Sometimes it's rewarding. Sometimes it's a bit of you don't really get a lot of people in, and you're like, shit, I've lost loads of people. It's just one of those things. But yeah, so I'm still not 100% sure what I'm doing, but I'm definitely going to put the old X-Pipe on, and definitely going to put in a sporty resonator on the X-Pipe, but like the twin one, not like the little ones on each pipe. It goes into like the same box, if that makes sense. Just like the stock one, it's just going to be a bit more airflow, which should make it a bit more bassy. But I'm trying to get rid of this, like, one, the high pitched noise, so I want it deeper. 2, I'm trying to get rid of this, like, I said to him about it, like it sounds like a trumpet. And 3, I'm trying to get rid of the drone a little bit as well. So I was thinking about putting like another muffler on, but it's just, I'm not sure if that'd be too many. So it's a lot to think about. But he did say, well, I said that at first, I said it's to do with its new piping, right? Is why it's like, sounds like it. And he says, no, not necessarily. But I thought, it's got to be. I said, because it's brand new piping, so there's nothing in it. There's no like carbon build up. So it's literally, it's got to make some sort of tingy noise. And I was quite surprised when he said no. And then I said about when I put the back box on, that noise got worse. It's either because the X-Pipe made it like it, and then when I done the back box, it made it louder, so it's more like noticeable. And well, yeah, a BMW that's actually indicating first, but yeah, it's more noticeable. So I'm wondering if it is because of that. And he said maybe. So he said, well, he did say with the rear mufflers it would be, because he said that like the mufflers, there's a lot of stuff going on inside. And he said it does take a while for like it to like break in, basically. So he said that he has had people with mufflers after installing it, they said that they hate it. They said it's too like tingy, and then after like 3 weeks of driving it, they like it. So yes, the back box definitely. But then saying that, like the X-Pipe with the Sport Cats, I think I've got resonators on the Sport Cats, so technically I've got to break it in. But it was when we done the X-Pipe, it was when we took away mufflers, so it went like it. So so they just suggest to they put me in basically. So like they suggested to just bed it in a bit longer, because I've only been driving like 200 miles with the Larini exhaust, and basically I suggested that we just rebook it for like, because obviously they've got to move anyway, so it's going to take them a while when they're like fully booked up. So I suggested we'll do it like November time. So I think it's like November the 21st, which gives me like a good 6 weeks or so to bed it in. You never know, I might like the sound. It might bed in and then that sound goes away, and then I'm like, actually, I don't need to change it. But what I definitely want to do is, I definitely want to take the valves out, because I don't want valves in it. I definitely want to put the old X-Pipe on, because the way that they've done their X is a bit weird. It's like 4 bits, and they've like welded it, so you can see like, it's basically like 4 bits, but it's like a triangle, like think of that, and they just like done this, welded it, done that, welded it, and that's the way that it is. So I'll show you a picture again actually, just so you know what it is. And this is the stock one, this is what I want it to be like. So that's why I want it to be like that, and then put on an aftermarket resonator that's exactly the same as the stock, so it's going into it. With the front mufflers, or resonators rather, on the Sport Cats, I'm not sure if I'm going to take them off yet. I think what I want to do is I'll get the work done and then just see what it sounds like. If it sounds a bit shit or it sounds too quiet, and then I'll ask them to take the resonators off from the Sport Cats, because they're like really long, as you see in this picture. So I'm not sure about that, and then we'll just go from there. And then I might get this other bit taken out. It's just where it's been dented in, so I'm not sure if it'll make much of a difference actually, but I might just get that cut out and then put in some piping and then see what it sounds like, bed it in, maybe do like the stage 2 tune, or maybe leave it for a while, depending if I decide if it all sounds just right. If it all sounds just right, I'll leave it. If I still want it a little bit better, and then I might do the headers, but I don't think I'm going to do the long tube headers, because that'll make it sound ridiculously loud apparently, and that'll probably make it go really raspy, so I don't think I'll do that. So yes, I will keep you updated. We're not going to be doing it for like another 5 or 6 weeks yet, but we'll do a video on it to see like the sound difference, to see if it makes a difference. There's a lot of money going into this trial and error. It's just the way you got to do things. You just got to start from small and then work your way up, and then once you get to where you want, which I've nearly done like the whole exhaust now anyway, now I can tweak it. So it still costs a bit of money, but I don't know how much it's going to cost actually. That guy's went, like, just because I'm talking, he probably thinks I'm talking to myself, but as always, as I'm like driving around, there's people that stare at you. I think, what the fuck are you doing? So yeah, just like I always as well. Yes, mate. They always like, as soon as they walk past, they look at me and then they look at the front badge to see what it is. It happens every time. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed this little video. I'll keep you updated, like I said. I'm not sure if I'm going to do the stage 2 tune yet, because I'm bored now, because now I know I've got to wait like 5 or 6 weeks. I'm itching to do another like modification to it, so I might do the stage 2 tune next because I'm bored, or I might leave it. I mean, if I do the stage 2 tune, it won't matter so much. I mean, even if I do the headers, it's not going to add on loads of power. If it was a long tube headers, which I don't think I'll do, then I'll do like another tune or like a dyno just to see what the horsepower is. I don't think you need to do a tune if you do like the headers. If it's long tube, fair enough, but if it's short tube, you won't need to do a tune as such. It's just, I'll probably just do a dyno just to see if it adds on a little bit of horsepower. So I know what the horsepower is like at the end of it basically. So I might do the tune actually. There's a lot of, when you get these cars and you start modifying them, there's a lot of what to do next, and then because I'm really into like modifying it and getting it just right, it's like a lot's going on in my head at the moment. I'm like thinking like, what am I going to do? Am I going to do this? Shall I tweak it? Shall I do that? And it gets a bit annoying, but and now I'm just like, shall I tune it first, and or shall I wait and do this, and or shall I dyno it and just to see what it is now? Yeah, it's a lot of a lot going on with it, but we will get there. So hopefully in the next video or the video after that, it might be the dyno tune. I might do the dyno tune first actually, just to get this fucking light off, because I've got an engine light on. Plus I need to do some bits to this car as well. I've got the door handle to do still. I've got to get squeakiness on the steering wheel sorted out, the clicking sound on that. I've got a tiny oil leak to see if that's really bad. And now my washer fluid, I think I might have mentioned it in another video, but my washer fluid is going down quite quickly, so I think I might have a crack in it. So I've done my coolant because that was cracked, and then I noticed that my washer fluid literally, like, it happens all at the same time basically. It's just yeah, it pisses me off. Like, you fix something and then something else goes wrong. Just like when I came home after getting the valves deleted, I had a puncture and I had to spend like £250 odd on the tyre. So It's just one of those things. You just something goes wrong, you fix it. Like a day later, or even like an hour later, something else goes wrong. So now, as soon as I've done the coolant leak, I think I've got a washer fluid leak now, so I've got to sort that out. But hey ho. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. I need to get some food because I'm fucking starving, and we will catch up in the next one. Nice little Ferrari there.